Hi and welcome to another watch review, and it's another watch from Casio GShock GA line, the GA-700. GShock GA-700 series first introduced in November 2016 with design that looks like a bit more than a GA series that you are probably used to seeing at entry-level price point of this lineup. But if you look closer, the front-facing LED backlight button is the similar style to the GShock Rangeband series or the GShock Master series and look like a mix between the two newly GShock released models, the GA-X and the LCD layout and the GA-500's hands. The GA-700 is a hybrid, analog digital as well and just a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner and a little bit less in your face when it comes to designs and aesthetics. The dimensions are 57.5 times 53.4 and 18.4 millimeters in thickness, with weight about 69 grams. So it's a little bit bigger than the GA-500 series. This is the kind of watch that looks like a lot what the SEAL Team 6 operators would have worn when they go on a covert mission, as well as the kind of watch that looks like it would fit perfectly on the wrist of a very modern day James Bond, offering the ideal blend of performance and high design that these watches have become known for. A deep 3D index provides plenty of protection from dents, dings, and day-to-day wear and tear. But you are going to be able to take advantages of the traditional G-Shock protection that this watch brings to table just like any other. Waterproofing down to 200 meters, shock resistance technology that eliminates any pickups in accuracy along the way, and the ability to practically crush it without looking any worse for the wear are just some of the highlights that this watch brings to the table. The GA-700 is better option for those looking to get into the swing of things without spending any more than $100 a new G-Shock watch, which also makes it ideal for those that are looking to give an iconic brand timepiece to someone as a gift. Let's get through some basic functions and features of this watch. But first of all, I'm gonna start with this screen indicator. So here is a screenshot for you to see what I'm talking about whilst I'm talking. So number one is the graphic, and I'm gonna return it to the later. But let's start with the number 2. That's the target time operation in progress. Number 3 is the PM indicator. Number 4 is the snooze alarm or on indicator. Number 5 is the alarm on indicator. Number 6, the hourly time signal on indicator. Number 7 is the DST indicator, and the number 8 is the hands shifted indicator. Let's turn to the graphic. Now the graphic has the different use to as depending on the mode you are in. So whilst in the timekeeping mode, appears and disappears in time with the seconds of the current time, whilst in the stopwatch mode, flashes in time with the minutes. In the countdown timer mode, it flashes in time with the minutes, and in the world time, appears and disappears in time with the seconds of the current time in the world time zone. This watch, like many G-Shocks, has the clever option to move the hands out of the way, and that's done by pressing the illumination button and then mode button. So whilst when you press it, the hands will move out of the way, so you can have better access to the digital sub dials. So again, by pressing and holding the loom button and mode button, it will return the watch to the standard timekeeping or move the hands out of the way. Next thing I'm going to show you is the quick access to the stopwatch mode. Well, this watch has the modes, and that's shown on this upper left sub dial. When I'm shifting, the segments will light up as I'm shifting to the mode. So here comes the timer, the world time, alarm, and the stopwatch, and pressing it again returns us to the standard timekeeping. But there's an option for you to quick access the stopwatch from the timekeeping mode. Just press the start button and the stopwatch will activate itself. So currently the time is the stopwatch is activated, so resetting it and then pressing it once returns us to the standard timekeeping mode. So what are the modes of the watch? As I said previously, well, there are the countdown timer mode, the world time mode, the alarm mode, the stopwatch mode, and higher pitch of the sound gets us to the standard timekeeping mode. You can also change the representation or the use of this lower subdial by pressing the upper right button or the reset button, and it will shuffle between these time formats or the date formats. So you have the hours, minutes, and the seconds and PM indicator, and then pressing it again shows the day in English and the day in numbers and month. But there's also a cool option to see what's your time zone. By pressing the adjust button, you can quickly access your time zone. So it's my current time zone is Paris, and it will return to the standard timekeeping promptly. So setting the time and date on the GA-700 is done like this. Whilst in the standard timekeeping mode, hold down the adjust button and keep it pressed until your current time zone starts to flash. So the hands are moved out of the way, so you can have better access to the subdials. Now, the first in a row of settings is the setting your current time zone or the home city. So how to shuffle between the home city value? Well, that's done by pressing these two buttons for up and down, or clockwise and anti-clockwise, and you can find the city table on Google, I'm sure. So I'm gonna leave it at Paris, and moving on to the next setting is done by pressing the mode button over here, and we have the daylight saving time mode setting, and over here we have flashing the DST and the hand. That's HND, that stands for the hands out of the way, and the DST currently is off, but you can shuffle with it with this pressing this button over here. Pressing this button shuffles between on and off. I'm gonna leave it at off. Next press gets us to 12 or 24-hour time format. Pressing the start button shuffles to 24 hours format, and I'm gonna leave it at 24 hours. Next press is setting the seconds value, and you can't set the seconds value exactly, but you can reset the value by pressing the start button. Next press gets us to the hour settings, and using these two buttons will increase or decrease the value of seconds. I'm gonna leave it at 14. Next press gets us to the minute settings, and we have the minutes flashing. Again, procedure is the same. Pressing these two will increase or decrease the value. That's the same operation for year setting. These two buttons increase or decrease, and the same exact procedure for the month and day setting. I'm shifting to the settings by pressing the mode button, and with that I'm finished with the setting the date. But next time and date, and next press of the button gets us to the button operation tone. Is it on or off? So currently is on, and I can shift it using this button over here to mute it or leave it at on. I'm gonna leave it at on. Next press gets us to the illumination duration, and currently it's set to 1, and that stands for 1.5 seconds, and it means that when I press the illumination button over here, the screen will stay illuminated for 1.5 seconds, and I can shift it to 3, and that 3 stands for duration of illumination of 3 seconds. I'm gonna leave it at 1, and next press of the mode button returns us to the beginning of the cycle of setting the time and date. And once we are done, pressing the adjust button returns us to the standard timekeeping mode, and settings are done. And basically that would be end of this segment. Using the stopwatch measures the elapsed time, split times, and 2 finishes. The measurement range of the stopwatch is 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 59.99 seconds. Elapsed time returns to 0 automatically, and timing continues from there when the maximum limit is reached. So first of all, I'm gonna show you what these zeros or these row of zeros mean. So these are the hours, the first 0. These are the minutes, and these are the seconds. These are the 100th of a seconds, and also here graph is shows the minutes value. How to enter the stopwatch mode? Well, I've done that to show you the zeros, but the procedure is the same. The mode, you're pressing the mode button from timekeeping mode and watching this upper left dial, a circulated dial, and shuffling until it gets to the stopwatch mode. And there is the stopwatch mode. To perform an elapsed time operation, press the start button, again the same button to stop it, resume the same button, stop it, and the reset button to reset it. So basic procedure. How to pause at split time? First of all, start using this button over here, this one to split, and the split is displayed. Split release, stop, and reset. To measure the two finishes, press the start button, upper right one, split is displayed, first runner finishes, display time of first runner, stop, second runner finishes, split release, display time of the second runner, and reset the value. And those would be the basics of a stopwatch mode on this watch. The countdown timer. The countdown timer can be set within a range of 1 minute to 60 minutes. An alarm sounds when the countdown timer reaches 0. How to enter the countdown timer? Pressing the mode button until this segment illuminates, and that's the first function from the pressing the mode button. And what do these zeros mean? Well, these are the 1/10 of a seconds, these are the seconds, and these are the minutes. How to adjust the value of the countdown time? Hold down the adjust button until set hold indicator disappears from the display, and it did, and the minutes digit starts to flash. Use these two buttons to increase or decrease the value, and after that is done, pressing the adjust button again sets the time. How to perform a countdown timer operations? Well, press the lower right or start to start the countdown timer, same button to stop it, and to resume it, stop it, and then reset the value. Also, you have the countdown progress shown on this graphic area over here. And those will be the basics of the countdown timer on the GA-700. Checking the current time in a different time zone. You can use the world time mode to view the current time in one of the 31 time zones or 48 cities around the globe. The city that is currently selected in the world time mode is called the world time city. The hour and minute hands indicate information for currently selected home city. So to enter the world time mode, I'm gonna press the mode button and until this segment illuminates, and currently I'm in the world time mode. And this is the city code of world time. These are the seconds value, this graphic area over here. This is the world time city hour and minute value. How to view the time in another time zone, and that's done by pressing the lower left button, and I'm shuffling between the time zones or the cities that represent that time zone. And I'm gonna let's go to Tokyo, because this is a Japanese watch. There it is. I've missed it, but now you have to go scroll all the way at the beginning. There's no an option to move anti-clockwise or clockwise. So let's say, I don't know, Papua New Guinea, and that's the your current world time city. Holding down this button over here will speed scroll the cities on this part of the screen. And basically those will be the basic operations of the world time mode used used by the frequent flyers around the world to check the time in the current or in the second time zone. Using the alarm, you can set 5 independent daily alarms. When a daily alarm is turned on, an alarm will sound for about 10 seconds each day when the timekeeping mode reaches the present alarm time. To enter the alarm time, press the mode button to shuffle to the alarm segment over here, and it's the alarm. So this is the alarm number. It was shown previously, and it was now it's the indicator, is the alarm on or off. So currently is off, it's off. And this is the alarm time, hour and minutes. You can shuffle between the between the values of the alarm. There are 5 daily alarms and the hourly signal. By pressing the the start button over here, I shuffling between the 4 alarms, the snooze alarm or the hourly time signal. How to set the value of the alarm: hold down the adjust button until the set hold stops to flash, and currently we have the hour value flashing, so it's in the setting mode. And also we have over here the alarm, it's turned on. So how to shuffle it: by pressing these 2 buttons you will increase or decrease the value. Moving on to the seconds value by pressing the minutes value by pressing the mode button, and again procedure is the same. By pressing these 2 I'm increasing or decreasing the minutes value. Once you are done, press the adjust button and the alarm is on. How to turn the alarm off? Well, that's done by pressing the reset button, and you can shuffle between the alarm on or off, and that's true for all of these alarms. So let's say alarm number 3, by pressing the reset I'm turning the alarm on. Also the same for snooze, and here we have written both of these dots on the bottom screen. And again shuffling the hourly shuffling to the hourly time signal. When I press the reset button and turn it on, the dot over here or this line illuminates, showing that the hourly time signal is on. And basically those would be the basics of the alarm mode on this watch. Adjusting the hand position: the watch hands can go out of the alignment with the time on the digital displays if it's exposed to strong magnetism or impact. If this happens, you should adjust the hands position. So how to do that operation? In the timekeeping mode, hold down the adjust button for about 5 seconds until zeros starts to flash, and release after the end hand set is shown on the lower subdial, and here I have the zeros flashing. This enters the hour and minutes hand adjustment mode. If the hour and minute hands are not at 12 o'clock, use these 2 buttons to adjust them until they are. Holding down either of these buttons moves the hands at the high speed. So when the hands are aligned, and they are aligned, press down the adjust button to return to the standard timekeeping mode. Check to make sure the time indicated by the hands matches the time on the digital display. If the times don't match, perform the correction perform the correction procedure. So let's see what's the time. It's currently 14:25, and the digital and analog time are synchronized. So basically that would conclude this watch review. Thank you very much for watching again my videos, and please do leave a like and subscribe on this channel to access the more watch content. Thanks.